Hello, this is SJ Talking Life coming back at you with another video. Ooh, it's cold out, child. It's cold out here. I'm sitting on my porch. I just got my table back out. I got my chair. I got one chair back out. It's got my table back out. Got to clean my table off and everything. Because I take everything off in the wintertime and then I bring everything back out. So it's time for me to start bringing my stuff back out and setting on my porch and start setting on my porch. I think I'm gonna get some flowers to set out here. I think I'm gonna get me some flowers to set out here. I love flowers. I'm gonna do some flower shopping and get some flowers and some plants to set out here. It's gonna be really pretty this year. So yeah, so it's about that time again. I'm gonna be doing my outside videos again. You know it's about that time again. So really excited about that. I love doing my outside videos and my car videos. So I'm able to do both now again. So that's amazing. Hope you guys are having a blessed day. But I wanted to talk about Jonathan Majors. Jonathan Majors. A lot of people have been talking about him on YouTube. He's really trending big time. I guess he was in a relationship. I'm not quite sure. There's he's an actor or something. Not quite sure. I'm not really really well familiar with him. I guess he's an actor or something like that. Really don't really know him that well, but I know they fired him from his show or whatever he had going on. I think he got fired. I guess his significant other is a white. I guess he's married to her, a white woman. I guess he's married to her or whatever the situation is. He got into a domestic situation and to where he was being accused of abuse. Um, and he's swearing up and down that he didn't touch her, and she was saying that he was, and then she retracted her statement and all this kind of stuff. So now there has been more women. Allegedly, there's more women coming forth now, and they're saying that he has abused them as well. This is the problem here. The problem is that black men think that they can get into these relationships with these other races of women, particularly white women, and they think that they have this false sense of security, thinking that they can just do any and everything and just get away with it, and they don't know that historically, white women has been able to say, "Oh, well, he raped me," or whatever situation is, whether it was true or not, and the black men got hung and they got unalived because the white women. There was whole towns that got back down in Rosewood, Florida. Oh, that's what happened. I think it was there and Tulsa, where the white woman lied and said that the black man attacked her, and we all know the famous Emmett Till situation. So that historically has been happening, and that's historical. That white women have always been able to say, "Well, black men, he did this to me and he did that to me," and the black men got unalived. They got in trouble, and the black men get into these relationships with these white women, and they have this false sense of security, thinking that they love them so much that they're not going to say that, or they're not going to try to accuse them, and that the risk is very much higher because uh, realistically they don't care what happens to black women, so they're not going to get in as much trouble with a black woman when they would with a white woman, because white men do one thing that black men don't do. They actually protect their women. And so when a black man is with a white woman, she can say that he did something, abused her, put his hand on her, whatever, even if he didn't, and they'll send him up the river. It's very, very and I just think that's something that black men need to keep in mind when they're with these women, that can happen. But they have this false sense of security in thinking that it's not going to happen. But you got to realize that it is a strong possibility that it can happen, because he swore up and down that he didn't put his hands on her and all this kind of stuff, and Then she retracted her statement, but by that time it was too late. You'd already had the charges on them because even if the woman come back and say no, I don't want to press charges, the state can press charges on you. See, that's what they don't understand. You better know your laws when you a black man. The state can press charges on you. So see, black men have to be really careful when they're with these women. They do all this bragging and stuff. But then I mean, come on, that's throughout our history. They've been doing that since the beginning of time. So now other women are starting to come forth and starting to say, now maybe he did put his hand on her, because now allegedly other women are coming forth and saying that he's been abusive towards them. I don't know. I don't know. I wasn't there. I'm not saying he did do it. I'm not saying he didn't do it. Because I know that black men get caught up all the time in these situations. And then they have a false sense of security and thinking that it's not going to happen. They think because they have a certain level of status or they have a certain level of fame that it's not, or money, that it's not going to happen. They have a false sense of security. It doesn't matter. When you're a black man in this country, they don't care how much money you got. They don't care how much money you have. They don't care how much status you have. They don't care. I mean, look at what they did to Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby had a whole lot of money, and his I mean, he's one of um, our major. He's one of our legends, isn't he not? Isn't Bill Cosby one of our legends? And look at what they did to him. All those women that came forth and all that kind of thing, you know. And they, they're gonna get held to the fire even more when it's white women coming forth. They're gonna get held to the fire even more. And so black men have to be careful. It doesn't matter who you are. I don't care who you are. You got to be careful how you moving out here as a black man. You got to be careful how you move out here, because they don't care. At the end of the day, they don't care. And then they that's one of the things that black men have to be careful about when they're getting with white women. And you have to know that there is always a possibility that she get mad at you. She can call the police on you, and she can say, yeah, he put his hand on me, even if you didn't, even if you're innocent, you know. With a black woman, well, in some cases with a black woman, you get off the hook, because let's face facts. Like I said, they don't care about what happens to us. You get into a whole lot more trouble when it comes to white women. And so that's why, I think that, I hope that's what he's learned in all this. And you just have to be careful the way you move when you're with these women. You can't just be treating these women any kind of way, these white women any kind of way, and thinking that you're going to get away with it. It's not going to happen like that. Because white men actually protect their women. Okay, that's something that black men don't do. White men actually protect theirs. So you gon' get in a whole lot of trouble if you get into these relationships with these white women and thinking you can just do anything you want. Because all it takes is for them to get mad at you, and when they get mad at you, they know that. They know that. They have a whole system in place that's on their side. Who running the system? It ain't black people. Black people ain't running the system. We don't run anything but our mouth. Don't get mad at me because I keep it 100. Who runs the government? Who runs the police system? All ran by white people. So the white women know that they have a whole system on their side. Black men need to wake up. They need to wake up. They think once they get to a certain level or a certain status that you think you're going to be exempt and they're going to treat you better or more special than the average brother walking around here. It ain't this. No, it doesn't work that way. You're in this. They're looking at you like you're in the same league. Matter of fact, they they look at you with more disdain because they feel like, oh no, they're uppity. They can't because they got all that money. Oh, they're uppity, and you know the rest. They're uppity, and you know the rest. So there's a lot of cases they may look at you even with more disdain because you're at that level, and they want to shoot you down a few pegs. So this is something to keep in mind. I just hope that's what he's learning in this whole situation. Um, but more women are coming forth. So I hope and pray that he can get out of it. If he's really innocent, like he say he is, I hope that he can get out of the situation. But I believe he's lost his job. Educate me in the comment section. I may not have all my facts straight because I really wasn't familiar with him. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing in this whole situation with him. It's like he thought he was going. Money and status means nothing to white people. When a black man has money and status, it don't mean nothing. It don't mean nothing. You might get a little leeway, but they're gonna throw the book at you. Hugh Hefner was having all them underage girls at his mansion and stuff. Y'all know Hugh Hefner is crooked as a barrel of rattlesnakes. He was crooked as a barrel of rattlesnakes and had all them underage girls at that mansion. They never held him to the fire, not once, while he was alive. And y'all know I'm telling the truth. They didn't hold that man to the fire, not once, when he was alive. And come on now. Y'all know he had a bunch of underage girls at that mansion. All them girls wasn't legal. And he was doing a lot of stuff he didn't have no business doing. But did they hold him to the fire? Absolutely not. Now he dead. You can't bring a dead man to justice. They let him go all them years and do all that dirt and never held him to the fire, not once. But look at what they did to Bill Cosby. Sent an 80-year-old man to prison. Blind on top of that. They didn't care about him being blind. But then they won't hold that woman to the fire. Emmett Till. What's her name? Carolyn Bryant, Emmett Till's accuser. She's still living. And they found her arrest warrant at the jail. Never even served it to her. She old. She's still here. She old. Well, okay. But they don't want to hold her accountable. But it was okay for them to lock Bill Cosby up over the age of 80. You see what I'm saying? You see the difference? These black men better wake up. I keep telling y'all to wake up. You wake up. You think things have changed? Things ain't changed all that much. Things ain't really changed all that much. Yeah, we can go to the restaurant. And some places they say you still can't. Things ain't changed all that much. The more things change, the more they stay the same. These black men better wake up. Just because you have money and fame don't mean a doggone thing. They'll still lock your butt up and throw away the key. They gonna learn today. Okay, hit me up in that comment section. Let me know what your thoughts are. Educate me. And until the next video, hit that subscribe, like, and share. Until the next video, you guys be blessed.